Oh yeah, the infamous Splash Mountain. When you descend upon the highly anticipated drop, a camera is there to shoot a picture of your faces as you fall. Over the years, people have been quite creative with these timed photos from these two poses. But having the camera there also allows room for people to do other things. The reason why Splash Mountain has the nickname of Flash Mountain is because there is a rich, and we mean rich, history of women who show their boobs for the camera. The problem got so bad that Disneyland had to create a special position just to filter through the photos. Buried at Disneyland. This one is a bit disturbing because it happens more often than you think. There has been a trend of Disney fans that have requested to have their ashes spread on Disneyland rides. And if you ask the park for permission, they will say no. The problem first began on Pirates of the Caribbean when a woman was seen spilling an unknown substance into the water, and the ride had to be shut down. After cleanup was done, it was discovered that it was a human ash that was dropped into the water. Walt's everlasting presence. When Disneyland was first being built, Walt wanted to be able to stay at the park as much as possible to oversee the work, and eventually be able to stay overnight at Disneyland after its completion to watch the activity from his apartment. The cozy place had a consistent theme with the firehouse that sits above, and Walt never allowed photos to be taken of him or his family inside the place. The apartment still remains at Disneyland, and if you look closely at the center window above the firehouse, you will see an illuminated candle that represents Walt watching over Disneyland, which originally was assigned to employees that Walt was at the park. Working at Disneyland. Disneyland has quite the reputation for being one of the stricter employees in the world. When you become an employee at Disneyland, there are certain rules and regulations that must be followed. For example, employees arrive to work in street clothes and change into their costumes at the park. There has also been rumors of employees' underwear that must be worn because the park doesn't want to take the chance of modern day underwear being seen. Another fun little tidbit, Walt Disney always wanted to be called by his first name among his employees, which is why you only see first names on the employee name tags. Cat Kingdom. When Disneyland closes at night, crew flock both parks and thoroughly clean every inch so that it remains pristine clean for the next day. When it comes to pest control, Disney takes an unconventional route. If you have seen a stray cat during one of your visits to Disneyland or California Adventure, it is no accident. Stray cats are very common at the park, and Disney takes advantage of it to help control the rat and mice population. Disney figured it would be less shocking to see a cat as opposed to a mouse. Disney sprays and neuters each cat and brings kittens to the shelter every year. Disney VIP. The only park where you can buy and consume alcohol openly is Disney's California Adventure. Once you head on over to Disneyland, the park becomes dry, unless you're a member of the exclusive Club 33. With only 500 members and a list including big names such as Tom Hanks, Club 33 is Walt Disney's answer to a VIP lounge. It is the only place in the park where you can buy alcohol. The waiting list to join Club 33 is about 10 years long, with an initiation fee of $25,000 and annual dues of $10,000 per year. The basketball court inside the Matterhorn. According to the Disney show Inside Out, there is a small attic-like space at the top of the Matterhorn that houses a basketball court. Most people know about this, but there's something more to it. There has been numerous rumors as to why there was this space. One theory was that Disney wanted to skirt the building height restrictions and add a sports facility to the mountains so it could be taller, which has turned out not to be true. In reality, the space is not really a basketball court, but instead just a space where the costume workers go to wait, rest, relax while they're working on the ride, and an employee added a basketball hoop to the space, hence to why the space got its title. Disneyland was built in 1 year. Yes, kinda hard to believe. The amazing, absolutely enormous park Disneyland was only built in 1 year. Now of course, that does not include the addition of California Adventure, but it's quite amazing that all of these adventures were just built in 1 year. Pirates of the Caribbean was originally supposed to be a walkthrough. That's right, can you believe it? The great and one of the most popular rides at Disneyland was originally supposed to be a walkthrough. I can't imagine walking through the 20-minute ride through a Pirates of the Caribbean today. That would be absolutely insane. But Walt Disney made the right choice and added the addition to all the logs that go around the ride. And, as you can see today, Pirates of the Caribbean is a quite success. Disneyland was only $3.50 to get into the park when it first opened. 1955. Now, I know that was over 60 years ago, but can you imagine if it only cost $3.50 to buy a ticket to get into the greatest amusement park ever? I mean, that's just ridiculous. And nowadays it costs, I believe, $100 to enter the park. And sometimes you wish that you could just go back to 1955 and get a ticket for $3.50. However, as you know, back then there was not near as many rides or attractions as there is today in 2015. So these are the 10 facts that you did not know about Disneyland. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already. As always, this is your boy Dylan, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.